Welcome to a late show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. How are you guys doing tonight? I can't hear you because I'm alone. So alone. I'm alone, right, Pete?
Oh, you are so alone.
Thank you. Now, as you can tell from my blue blazer, I'm all dressed up for a cocktail party, but evidently the network thinks we should do a show. What's up? Let's see. What's up? Okay, here's big news. In the Democratic primary, there's big news because there is no Democratic primary. Because today, Senator Bernie Sanders announced he was dropping out of the 2020 Democratic race. I guess during a pandemic, crazy ideas like Medicare for all just don't resonate. Bernie addressed his supporters this afternoon in a live stream.
I want to thank the many hundreds of thousands of Americans who attended our rallies, town meetings, and house parties from New York to California. Some of these events had over 25,000 people, some had a few hundred, and some had a dozen.
You know, listening to Bernie Sanders makes me nostalgic for a time in America when anything seemed possible, like having a dozen people in a room. Bernie was grateful for everyone who contributed to his grassroots movement.
I want to thank the 2 million Americans who have contributed financially to our campaign. Thank you for your 10 million contributions, averaging $18.50.
$18.50, which I am told these days is enough to get you half a Clorox wipe. I'm going to miss that. Sanders made sure his supporters knew that the fight for economic justice is far from over.
Nelson Mandela, one of the great freedom fighters in modern world history, famously said, and I quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done."
To which Joe Biden replied, "Hey, my old buddy Nelson Mandela, you know, I got arrested with him once in Wakanda." Then Bernie broke the hard news as gently as he could.
I wish I could give you better news, but I think you know the truth. And that is that we are now some 300 delegates behind Vice President Biden, and the path toward victory is virtually impossible.
Bernie Sanders is saying Bernie Sanders can't win. Man, he is going to catch hell from Bernie Sanders supporters. Now, I'll be speaking with Senator Sanders later tonight, his first interview following the announcement. This will be the 17th time I've interviewed him. I will thank him for his campaign, then present him with this Colbert loyalty card, Diamond Class membership. Bad news, Bernie, only 1% of my guests get that. Now, it turns out Bernie's last primary was yesterday in Wisconsin, and it was odd. I would go so far as to call it a cluster odd. You see, there's this pandemic, maybe you've heard of it, but despite that, the Wisconsin GOP forced the state to hold the election yesterday. Making people stand in line for hours on end in the middle of a pandemic is clearly voter endangerment. That's wrong. Remember Lincoln's immortal words. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth as long as you don't vote in a pandemic. Stay someplace safe like a theater. Too soon? Now, almost all the polling stations were closed in Wisconsin because poll workers naturally didn't feel safe. But Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos calmed fears by telling voters, you are incredibly safe to go out. Wow, that is reassuring. Oh, and I'm being told we actually have that statement on video. Jim, let's watch him make that reassuring statement.
You are incredibly safe to go out.
Yes, pay no attention to his face mask, gloves, and full surgical outfit. You are incredibly safe. And the Wisconsin Fire Marshal issued this follow-up announcement.
The fire is under control. Everybody back in the barn.
Speaking of flaming idiots, Donald Trump. The president has caught a bunch of blame for his late response to the coronavirus, but at yesterday's Daily Shoutfest, he addressed that criticism head-on by saying, look over there.
The WHO, that's the World Health Organization, they've been wrong about a lot of things. And then a lot of information early. They called it wrong. They missed the call. They could have called it months earlier. They would have known. And they should have known. And they probably did know.
I think he's projecting. The WHO totally shanked it on coronavirus, and the way they treated their first wife, total disgrace. By the way, there's no way you're 239 pounds, WHO. Not fooling anybody. It's sad. It's sad. Trump promised he would make the WHO pay for the things he claims they did or did not do.
We're going to put a hold on money spent to the WHO. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it.
Yes, he is going to cut off America's contribution to the World Health Organization during a pandemic. Help, I'm being robbed. Quick, fire the police. It's a controversial move, but the president stuck to his guns for 16 minutes. Then he said this.
Is the time to freeze funding to the WHO during a pandemic?
No, maybe not. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but we're going to look at it.
You did say that.
We give a tremendous... No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. He's rewriting history in the same press conference where he just made it. This is like JFK saying this.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because... Wait, who said we're going to the moon? No, we're not. Stanley Kubrick's going to fake it.
Now, the WHO did not ignore early warnings about COVID-19. Donald Trump did. But yesterday, Donald Trump explained why he didn't act on the warnings.
You have to understand, I'm a cheerleader for this country. I don't want to create havoc and shock and everything else. I think a president has to be a cheerleader for their country.
First of all, sir, please don't force my graphics department to Photoshop Donald Trump wearing a cheer... Okay, oh my God. Jimmy, please take it down. Thank you. Second, the president is not a cheerleader. The president is a quarterback. Tom Brady doesn't pull everybody into the huddle and say, okay, bring it in, guys. All right, I've got a theory that in a couple of months when it gets warmer, the other team's just going to go away like a miracle. Ready? On three, do nothing. Was that loud? Was that loud? Hey, there was a major White House staff departure yesterday. White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham, not seen here because that's not her. This is Stephanie Grisham, but you didn't know that because in her 9 months on the job, Grisham never held a daily press briefing. In 9 months, she could have gotten pregnant and had the baby. And maybe she did because she never had a press briefing. How would we know? But you know what they say, choose a job you don't have to do and you'll never work a day in your life. So who's taking Grisham's place? Well, Trump's fourth press secretary will be Trump campaign spokesperson and discount Ivanka Halloween costume, Kayleigh McEnany. McEnany has just started on the job, but she proved 6 weeks ago that she's ready to misinform the American people on day one.
This president will always put America first. He will always protect American citizens. We will not see diseases like the coronavirus come here.
Well, that did not age well. But she was half right. When it comes to the pandemic, Trump has definitely put America first. But there is some promising news when it comes to treating COVID-19, because a new study shows that coronavirus patients can benefit from a blood transfusion from someone who has recovered from the disease. Amazing. Please don't take this the wrong way, but Tom Hanks, we're coming for your blood. The new treatment involves harvesting disease-resistant antibodies and injecting them into someone who's currently fighting COVID-19. And in the case of one test subject, 11 days after his first symptoms had appeared, he received an infusion of so-called convalescent plasma, and the following day his blood tested negative for infection. Okay, blood is the cure. So it's time to issue a long overdue formal apology to vampires. Vampires, I'm sorry. Please forgive us, you insatiable princes of darkness. All this time we called you monsters for abducting young people and sucking them dry like Capri Suns, when all this time you were just practicing self-care. Sorry about the stakes through the heart. My bad. Now, last week, to stop the transmission of coronavirus, the CDC issued new guidelines saying that if you're going to leave your house, you should wear a mask. But if you wear one to the bank, be sure to also wear a t-shirt that says, "Not a robber." But of course, there's a shortage of masks for healthcare workers. So the new CDC guidelines explicitly tell people to make them at home from common materials. So just make the mask out of the stuff you hoarded, like empty toilet paper rolls. Well, to get the word out that we all need to be covering our faces, a group of concerned celebrities who have always been pro-mask has just released this new PSA.
This is a public service announcement from the Society of Supervillains regarding COVID-19.
Remember to wear a mask at all times when in contact with strangers, no matter how delicious they look.
If your mask has a respirator like mine, best to give that to medical professionals.
If you don't have a sewing machine, do what I did. Layer a t-shirt under a hockey mask.
But what about my mask? Does this work?
No, it's got to cover your mouth.
No one comes to the opera anyway, so I'm safe.
So remember, wear a mask, save a life.
Because the more people who get sick, the fewer people we can terrorize. And that's not a world any of us want to destroy.
We've got a show for you tonight. When we return, I will have the first interview with Senator Bernie Sanders since his big announcement. Stick around.